Hello, 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 folks, and welcome to Factorio. Today, we're gonna start a new game. Now, let's see here. First of all, enemy bases, very big. Frequency, a lot of them. Riches, very good. Leaving the starting area on normal. I'm gonna set the rest of this to normal, I think, here. Make the starting area big. Don't care about peaceful mode. Don't care about replays. Rem the map for everything else. Sounds good. Let's get started. Don't need the tips and tricks. Oh, close. Okay. This is Factorio Free Play. Your task is to launch a rocket into space. Do this by constructing a rocket silo and launching a rocket with a satellite. You'll need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. Sounds pretty good. Alright, let's see what's around us. Looks like we have some iron up here, followed by a desert biome. We got some oil and some copper there, but it looks like we have coal down here with a small stone over here on the mini-map. So that's where I'm going to head. And I'll start by making myself a pick. Iron pickaxe. No, sorry, it's just iron axe. I thought they called it an iron pickaxe. So the first thing we're going to want to do is come down here and just start up our iron supply. Clear out a few trees, mostly for space and for wood. Use a burner mining drill here. Place a stone furnace here. We'll split these two stacks like this. And that should start the iron. It should automatically go into this furnace. There we go. And it should automatically start making iron plates. Perfect. So next thing I'm going to want is... I need some fuel before I go and make another burner. Just chop down a few trees here. 3 should do the trick. Next thing I want to get set up is stone. Since the burners and inserters require a lot of stone to get started, it's good to have this automated very early. Start, of course, iron first, since you can't make iron on your own. Get up to 10 stone here. We'll build the stone furnace. I need 9 iron to... Actually, I didn't need a furnace. I didn't have to build that. Could have gone just directly into it. And you can't smelt stone. Well, you can, but it's much, much later. So let's get some more fuel in these guys. You can use wood as a fuel source. The only down part is it doesn't last as long. So you really want to go to coal as early as possible. Get a wooden chest here for the stone to go into. Put this here, put that in there, and boom. That will automatically start putting stone in that chest. Mine up to 10 stone again. Run back down here. Unfortunately, this part of the game, you tend to do a lot of running around until you get some stuff set up. And our goal really is to automate as much as possible so we have to do as little as possible. So we're going to set up another mining drill. Get some more wood to power this stuff. Now at this point, I tend to feel wood is more effective than coal because you can mine 4 bits of it from a tree at a time instead of 1 bit at a time from these coal nodes. And sorry if I'm fumbling over my words. I'm trying to play and talk at the same time here to make things interesting. Throw some wood in there, and this will automatically start putting coal into this box. Now, a bit of coal does last longer than stone, or longer than wood. So we're going to come up here and put this in our stone miner. And it says 15 already, so we're going to be able to start getting things moving pretty quickly here. So I'm going to just get a second iron miner set up here. Go get some more coal. Yeah, he'll be fine on fuel for a moment. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the rest in there to keep that going. Take the iron out of here. Alright, so that should give me enough iron to play with. And that's out of fuel already. That's the down part about wood. You can gather a lot of it, but it doesn't last as long. But I'll just throw all 7 in there. That should keep it going for a while. Might as well collect the 21 stone here. And collect the 6 there. Reinvest that there. Oh, out already. I need to get an electric drill mining this as fast as possible so I can have enough coal to power everything here. So the next thing I need is copper, I believe. It's all the way down here. So then I'll just mine out these 4 trees here. I'll end up using this as fuel since I don't have a lot of coal mined right now. I'll just split the stack. That should last it for long enough. And I should have copper shortly. The next thing I want to do is to start to get electricity in here, just to get rid of these burner miner drills. I don't want to be running around all day slapping coal into stuff, so we're going to come over here and we're going to build ourselves our first power grid. So what I like to do is I like to do 2 boilers to 1 steam engine. You can actually do slightly less. It's just under 2 to 1, I believe, to get full efficiency. And then we need 1 offshore pump. Now, where do I want to put this thing? Kind of don't want to go horizontally here, so I guess we'll start it here. And you know what, that doesn't give me a lot of space. I didn't want to put it on the iron here, but oh well. Put those there. Get some fuel for this. Down trees only give you 2 wood, as opposed to live trees, which give you 4 wood. So that should be good enough to get this running. I'm not going to be using a whole lot of power, so these aren't going to consume a lot of wood. As you see, once they're up to a 100 degrees centigrade temperature, they go off and they conserve fuel. So I'll go ahead and I'll attach my steam engine to these guys. That will power it up. I do need a couple more bits of wood here to make some telephone poles so I can start connecting an electricity grid. I'll actually run back and get some copper because I don't have enough to make poles. That should be enough. I'll get this back running once I have my electricity online here. Should make a ton of telephone poles. This is one of those games where you can never have enough electricity hookups, unfortunately. Now this is actually going to be idle and unplugged, even though there's a telephone pole touching it, until I connect it to the grid. Now I can actually just click and hold, and as I just walk, I'll just drag out. Okay. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. And we'll replace this with a mining drill. Now the electric mining drill is actually much faster than the burner mining drill. And it doesn't require any coal directly. The coal is indirectly done through over here. And as you can see, it doesn't really take up that much of my grid to run. And it's much, much faster. I believe, let's see, mining power is 2.5 for the burner drill, and mining power is 3 for the electric mining drill. Oh, mining speed is 0.5, whereas the mining speed over here is 0.35. So it's a little less than double. But it should produce enough coal that I don't have to worry about running out, because just having the one burner drill wasn't really working out for me. So I'm just going to stick a bunch of coal in these guys here to make them last a bit, so I don't have to run around every 5 seconds. Eventually we'll get this automated, but for now just having that there will work. Grab a few more pieces of coal. This will be out of fuel by the time I run up here. And we'll just cut that in half, put that in there, grab those, and I'll have enough stone now. Let me run back down here real quick, back to my copper mine. And we'll add a couple pieces of coal in here. Just to keep that running, take that out, take that in there. The 4 coal will probably last longer than this, what I had in there. Clear out these trees just so I can make things more visible. One of the things I really wish they'd add to this game is a faster way to clear trees. Hacking each individual tree isn't very fun. Okay, so next we want to kind of get these up and running a little bit more efficiently. So I'm going to take you out, and you out. And I'm going to place you with a single... just a single electric drill there. And we're going to make a few transporter belts just to help the initial setup here. Set that there. Set the transporter belts like that. Place this one here, that one there. Extend that out. Get 2 electric inserters to get this automated. And presto, those will start working. Still need to get the coal in there manually, but that's okay. That coal will last a while. We stock up on this. You can see already I have 62 coal from this, 64 coal. So this produces coal at a much higher rate, unlike the original burner mining drill that wasn't really mining anything. And it doesn't even take as much power, and it centralizes the power out to these steam engines instead of having to run around and do it the whole time. So now the next thing I'm probably going to need is a crap ton of transporter belts just to get things moving around. So I want to get that started. I don't think I can make them until I do some research though. Yeah, so I have to research automation first, which is this level, which takes 10 level 1 science packs. Okay, so I need some copper to build a science lab. And you need more. I gotta keep that running for a while. Not really a lot of copper here, but I guess we knew that going into not fueling those enough earlier, so It'll be fine. I'm not going to use enough copper that this isn't going to be able to supply me for now. Go ahead, and I'm just going to build 2 science labs just to get things started. And yeah, right now I actually need more iron, ironically. As you can see, this 1 electric mining drill is just perfect enough just to keep these 2 running. There's a little bit of inefficiency on this one. You can see how it turns off for half a second before it gets its next thing of iron. Sometimes it's a little more than half a second, but that's okay. Right now it's efficient enough, and 3 is just a little bit too efficient. In that I'll have one that's always idle, pretty much. And if I build 2 of these, then these will be full all the time, and then one of these won't be as efficient. So no real perfect efficiency can be had there, unfortunately. Which might hurt some of you more OCD folks that play the game. Get another 5 science packs. Come up here, distribute those 5 in there. And we'll get the other 5 in here. Check the electrical grid. Yep, our production is meeting our satisfaction. It's when this bar gets up to max and the satisfaction is moving on that you have to worry. Get these all in there. And automation is coming along nicely. Oh, gotta run up there and throw some more coal into that. I'll take all this coal here so I don't have to do this for a while. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just throw in just over half a stack in there, I guess. Oh, and the power station has consumed all the wood that I threw in it already, I believe. So we'll come down here and we'll fix that. Yep. And go ahead and I'll just throw in both stacks here. Keep it running for a while. And we're about 50% here, so I'll need another steam generator shortly, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. And we're done here. Okay, so what else do I need? I'm going to need logistics, I think. Sooner than later. Go ahead and queue that up, even though I don't have any spare research at the moment. Let's get out these iron plates. Come get my copper. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna need 2 assembling machines here now. And I'm gonna clear some extra space here. And a few more transporter belts, some more iron plates. And 1, 2, 3, 4 should be fine. Now if we set these up here like this, they'll put the iron plates on that belt there. You can just collect them off like that. But what I want to do is go ahead and set that up there. Put 2 there. One thing that I like to do is just have 2 or 3 inserters on some of these factories, just so that they move items from the belts into the factories, or assemblers, my apologies, from them as quickly as possible. So these guys will produce iron gear wheels. And I don't even need to put really transport a stack there. So I'll just put that there. We'll move. Oh, I need more iron. Oh, that's right. They're all up here on the belt. Man, I am stupid sometimes. So we'll put an inserter there, and we'll tell this to make transporter belts. And I'll move this over here. And then I just need these two. So what this will do is these grab iron plates to make iron gear wheels here that get automatically moved by this inserter into this assembler, combined with iron plates from this guy, which will then make transporter belts here. Now, I was making transporter belts before, but that's inefficient. If you're looking to make really anything in this game, you want to have it automated just because it takes such a long time to make enough of anything. You need so many of plates and gears and transporter belts that you'll literally never just have enough. So now, unfortunately, this is going to consume really 100% of this production here. So we are going to want to expand that. Just go ahead and put some fuel in there to keep this running. Production is just under half. If I run these science factories, it will be well over half. Yeah, almost 3/4 at times, depending on what's actually being used. Sorry if you're hearing me kind of cough or into the mic. I'm a little bit under the weather here. I'm just going to remove these dry tree limbs here just to free up space. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for a second. Really, you just need the copper plates. For right now, having 44 transporter belts is good enough. And I'm really looking to... don't really want it to do that, but turn that off. Okay. I'm looking to do is just to expand production here a little bit. Should have more than enough supplies to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this, put that there. Now obviously this is really inefficient to do it this way, but what I'm just trying to do is just set up a basic production here just so that I don't have to manually be making transporter belts. Put that one there, and I guess I'll put that one there. 2, 3, 4. This tree's gotta get chopped. And then I need some more fuel, which is over here. I don't know where I'm going. Perfect. Go ahead and I'll just do 12, I guess. And 12 over here. And then I just gotta have a telephone pole here to power all this. So that should start giving me enough iron. Okay. Let me go check on my stone supply. Not really worried about getting stone to electric. I don't really need that much stone. As you can see, I really have more than I need here. What I really want to do now is expand my iron supply here. I gotta make another 10 science packs real quick as well. Collect all my iron here. Iron does kind of store up on your furnaces. I believe it could stack up to 100 times. But always want to keep things moving. Four. 5. Go ahead and steal that. Combine those stacks. I don't like how it didn't automatically combine those stacks there for me, but it is what it is. Keep collecting all of these. See, that one's at 4, this one's at 3. So look at this last one. Should get my automation done. So what I want to do now is I really want to build out a massive iron mine here. And I think it's going to come over this way here. And I think I actually probably want it to come from this source here. I'm going to go ahead and just clear out some space here. I do like the tree exploding animation where it just breaks into limbs. Whee! Whee! Okay, that's enough. So let's start by... I guess we could go ahead and do all 4 mining drills there. Once this is up and running, I'll convert this stuff over here. Till then, this can keep going as just so I have a source of metal. I'm also going to need to build a lot of frickin'... Oh, did I not have enough here? Does it say how many more I need? Nah, of course not. Alright, that's okay. I'll just build another 2 on top of this and that should be enough. So the way I'm going to set this up is... 1... I'm going to kind of move this over a little bit. 1, 2, 3... 4. And we'll build a bunch of telephone poles. When those poles are building, I'll come over here and I'll just shove these in here. And you're out of coal. There you go. You're fine. And that's fine. And how's these guys doing over here? We've only got 7 coal. You're done. And you've got 31. Should be enough to keep that going for a bit. Eventually, I do want to move some coal over that way. Okay, so these are 1 tile too far. Go ahead and put that there so I have a reference. Put that there and that there. Telephone pole, telephone pole, telephone pole. Grid connected. Oh. And you need more coal. There you go. Gonna collect some iron here. I think I've got enough iron for now. I'll go ahead and I'll turn this back on. Is that going? Yeah, it's going. How are we doing on power? Oh, we have power problems. Okay, so gonna need to expand the power grid really quick before we continue. So I'm gonna need 1 more steam engine, and I should be able to manage this with just 1 more boiler there. Run over here. Kill you. Add you. We put you down. Put you down. Add a telephone pole. And we'll divide up the fuel here a bit. There you go. And performance is back to normal. Good time to collect my copper. So yeah, it does only stack to 100. Okay. I didn't need this actually running yet, but whatever. Okay, so this is going to come up here. So I'm going to give myself enough space to work with. Right there looks good. Now, one of the things I've learned from playing Factorio is you never have enough iron plates. So we're going to go a little bit crazy on the stone furnaces. We're going to say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 stone furnaces. Now, obviously, I can only support about 2, 4, 6, 8 of them here, but once we get this set up, we can add more miners to the mix. So what I like to do is place one down, skip a tile, place another one down, and that just makes it easier to put in the electrical grid later. So I want to go down like this. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One too many. Take that out. And then I'm going to just place a base tile right here. Just so I have a visual for placing this, because otherwise I will be off. I'll just go ahead and I'll place the last 15 of these guys here so that I have enough furnaces to do stuff. There we go. Now already I'm low on transporter belts, which is why we've been automating them over here this whole time. And I already have a good amount of them, so a little over 150. Honestly, that probably won't be enough. That should be fine, I guess. So I want my iron to exit over here, which would be good. Now I'm going to have the iron coming in on this inner belt, and I'm going to have coal coming in on this outer belt. So what I want to do is just have this outer belt coming out like this, and the inner belt coming in here. And we're going to do the same thing up here, except going in the opposite direction. And just like that, I've already gone through 150 transporter belts just with that. And mind you, this is how fast it takes to build them. Super slow by hand. But when you have it automated, it's really quick. Yeah, see? Just this 1 to 2 ratio works out pretty well if you have a third one here. It just isn't very efficient. These electricity wise. So we'll complete this out over here like this. And then we'll come over here. We're going to need some underground transporter belts. Move this over like this. And these belts are going to be... So a little space there, right there, and right there. So what this will do is it will move these items underneath this belt here. That way they don't collide. See a little bit of frame stuttering here. I'm wondering if that's the recording software. It's gotta be, because the game works fine normally. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect that in a second. I need more belts. Oh. Go ahead and slap some coal into these. And get some more transporter belts and some out. Now I'm going to remove this crate here. And we will run the coal all the way over here. This makes more sense for the coal to be on the inside here. Maybe I'll just move this over one. Slap the iron in there because I don't want to be carrying around it. I'm out of transported belts again. Sheesh. So just look how fast that produces coal. That's a thing of beauty. Now we'll get that iron moving on that transporter belt. So what we need now is a whole crap ton of inserters. Gonna need to shut down this stuff here just so I have enough iron to build them all. Now one of the things I'm doing here is I'm letting this iron run on this belt. Will help stockpile some of the iron ore on here, since I really aren't producing enough iron ore to power this whole factory section. Just letting it build up here will make sure that I get a strong output of iron once it gets started, which will help me build everything else along the lines. I also want to just get 10 science packs in the middle here. Want to research guns. Basically, I just want to get myself an automatic gun just in case some biters come in. Well, a little bit of science pack left over there. Let's see, I've got 13. So I need a lot more of those. I'll go ahead and collect my copper over here just to keep this running. You've got enough fuel for now. Go ahead and slap some fuel in here. Yeah, I'll just slap some fuel there to keep that running. Okay, so right now we're basically waiting on some iron plates. To build the rest of my inserter arms here. Also probably going to need another electric mining drill to help run all this here. Once this gets all set up over here, I'm going to come down here and get some coal automated in here for my steam engine. Just looking, I'm already at 3/4 performance, so that's not good. It'll be fine once this is done though, so I don't need to be worried. I don't think you have any resources? No. Okay, and you don't have anything in there. You know what, that's getting cumbersome. Why don't I take these two? I'll just make collecting it easier. Build myself a machine gun. I forget what the actual fire key is. Is it a space bar? Yeah, shoot enemy a space bar. Okay, 27, so I need 1, 2, 3. And then I could queue up normal inserters after this. Fortunately, it's gonna take a while to get enough inserters to make or enough plates to get all the inserters I need. So I'm gonna start placing this. So these long inserters are gonna grab the coal, or or sorry, the iron ore from the second line. And with that cue, it looks like I'm going to be done here, guys. I gotta go take care of my dogs. We'll pick up on this the next time that we play. Have a good one, guys.